Hello, nerds, nerdettes, and internerds. Welcome to Super Mega Nerd Culture News, sponsored by Disney. I'm Disney Shill.
And I'm Roberto Robertson.
Now, I know that everyone's been talking about the torture and death of Turkish journalist Jamal Khashoggi and its implications on the global economy. But we're here to talk about actually important news. Movies! But before we get to that, I bet you're eager to learn what we're dressed up as this Halloween. Well, I changed the world. I died for the good of humanity, and yet I revisited my disciples only a short time later. I instilled so many morals and values into our families. That's right. I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. What are you this year, Roberto?
I'm depressed.
And that leads us directly to our special sponsor of the day.
Oxycontin.
Oxycontin, because there's no better way to deal with a hard surgery than an opiate addiction.
Remember, it's not an addictive drug if your doctor gives it to you.
How right you are. Now, it's time for our favorite thing in the entire world. Franchise movie news!
Do you like interesting, creative, and cleverly written films by up-and-coming independent directors?
No!
Perfect, because it's time for Franchise Movie News! You ready to hear about all the sequels and remakes coming your way?
Well, that sounds like news.
What kind of news? Franchise Movie News!
You ever want to see your son again?
Sorry, what?
Franchise Movie News!
What was that? What was that last part?
Oh, no, we're done with the bit. We're gonna go on to the news.
So fans are ecstatic about the recent Disney-Fox acquisition. Fox, owners of such properties as Fantastic Four and X-Men, will be absorbed into Disney. You know what that means?
Wolverine gets to be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Exactly. Now there is a small, very small contingent of people with concerns.
I think you mean morons, Roberto.
Be that as it may, people have pointed to the inevitable closing of independent film distributor Fox Searchlight, making it harder for indie voices to be heard while also fading out unique artistic visions. Another point of contention is that overall, less films are actually able to be produced. Such an acquisition also has the potential to increase ticket prices, with Disney having more bargaining power over theaters, as they will be owning almost half of the entire market.
But who cares? X-Men gets to be part of the Avengers.
Avengers and X-Men? That sure sounds good enough for me.
I'd let Disney starve out a third world country if it means that Reed Richards can talk to Tony Stark.
Me too. Now on to the most recent franchise movie news. After the fortunate dismissal of James Gunn,
who did not reflect the values of the Disney company or its affiliates. In fact, we hope that Mr. Gunn takes his own life with a real gun, because such a man does not represent the familial family values of Disney, which is all about profit. Family.
Yes, as I was saying, after the fortuitous dismissal of James Gunn from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, many were left wondering if the third film would ever be produced.
But we recently got fresh, exciting news that we can endlessly speculate on. Reviews!
The working title for Guardians 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy Hot Christmas.
Now, what could that mean? Now, if you ask me, I think it has some major implications for the larger Marvel universe. What do you think?
It reminds me of when I used to have Christmas with my wife and son.
Not really what I was thinking of, but okay. I think I know exactly what this title means. Now, hear me out. The first word in the title is hot, correct?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, what's hot?
I mean, lots of things.
Fire. Fire is hot. All right, you are, Roberto. Now, who deals with a lot of fire? Ghost Rider, exactly. His skull is literally covered in flames. Now think about what this means. Ghost Rider is confirmed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, you sticking with me? You following me? Gotta keep on following, because now we're moving right along to the second part of the title, Christmas.
What about Christmas?
What about Christmas? What about Christmas? This has everything to do with Christmas. Now stick with me, follow me. Now, I know what you think of when you think of the jolly old holiday. Jesus, goodwill to man and all that bullshit. But nay, that's not what this means. Christmas evolved from the Roman holiday, wait for it, keep on following me, Saturnalia. Now, where did Rome spread?
A lot of places.
Greece, exactly. Now, Greece was, along with a host of other city-states, home to Sparta. Now, keep on following me. Sparta fought in the Battle of Thermopylae, which was, keep on following me, keep on sticking with me, is adapted to a comic book by Frank Miller called not 100, not 200, but 300. Now, Frank Miller wrote what else? The Dark Knight Returns. Now, follow me. Exactly, you're already there. This is confirmation that Guardians of the Galaxy Hot Christmas is part of the DC Extended Universe. Can anyone say crossover?
It seems reasonable.
Well, that's about all the time we got for franchise movie news. This is why your wife left you.
I know.
Now, do you think we can keep on doing this without you fucking everything up?
I'll try.
Great! Now, in other news, Disney CEO Bob Iger, who was the CEO of Disney, will be the subject of the cover story of an upcoming edition of Time magazine. Most likely, he will be discussing such subjects as being CEO of Disney and, of course, his new marriage to Mariah Robertson. Sounds like they're cooking up a pretty good read, right, Roberta?
I guess.
You guess?
I mean, it's probably interesting. His marriage to Mariah is not really something I want to read about.
But it's so romantic. I mean, Mariah just got out of what, from what I heard, was a pretty lackluster marriage. But then she gets to meet someone as successful and brave and handsome as Disney CEO Bob Iger. I mean, it's just like a real-life Disney fairy tale.
Her last marriage wasn't all that bad.
Well, from what I've heard, her ex-husband was a bit of a loser. I mean, what kind of a loser starts working night shifts at the 7-Eleven just to support one kid while dealing with an OxyContin addiction? I mean, shouldn't the dad have thought a little bit more about both his emotional and financial stability before committing to bringing a life into this world?
I think you're talking about stuff you don't really understand.
I mean, seriously, could you imagine Disney CEO Bob Iger banging who you thought would be your lifelong spouse, screwing her every night, being the real man she needs because you weren't good enough? Oh, I know I couldn't even really think of such a thing. I mean, if that actually happened to me, I don't know if I could keep on living. I hear he's also a terrific father to his new children.
Stepfather.
Oh, I don't know. I think by this point, he's probably replaced their real father in their young, impressionable minds. Why, I doubt they'll even remember their real dad in a few years. Now, I know what our viewers are thinking. Where is our Captain Marvel trailer reaction video? We all know that's the kind of clever, well-produced, labor-intensive content you all look forward to. Roll the clip. Do you want to come over and watch it with me?
I'm not feeling so great.
All right, suit yourself. All right. This is gonna be amazing.
No idea what threats are out there.
Oh shit! Oh my! Roberta, could you keep it down? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, holy! Oh god! What an exciting movie that's looking to be. I know I'm ecstatic to see what'll happen when Captain Marvel comes out March 2019. Roberta, what do you think?
I think it looks like it'll be pretty good. Though, if I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure if it's...
Thanks for your opinion. Up next is our final segment, the Ultra Swag Unboxing. Today we have a great selection of swag to open, courtesy of the good people at Disney. Each box was personalized for each of us here at Super Mega Nerd Culture News. Thanks, Disney. All right, Roberto, you got your box over by you, and I have my box right here. Oh, look, even got little notes for each of us. Let's see. Dear Dis, looking forward to seeing you at the family barbecue. Signed, Bob. Aw, how sweet. What does yours say?
Mine says, Dear Sir or Madam, have a magical day.
Oh, well, that's nice, too. You ready to start unboxing the sweet swag?
Yeah.
Alrighty then, let the Ultra Swag unboxing begin. Now, my swag seems to be packaged with some rather nice wrapping paper. Seems to have been done with quite the delicate touch. But let's dig into the meat of the thing. All right, let's do this one first. All right. My goodness, starting off a little bit of Marvel right now. We got a copy of the Captain America Winter Soldier graphic novel and an action figure of the first Avenger himself. Swag.
What would you rate that on the swagometer?
Well, first off, it's pronounced swagometer, you stupid piece of shit. Get it right next time, and maybe you'll stop disappointing everyone around you. Second off, 8 out of 10 swags.
Swag.
What's in your first box?
Well, mine seems to be packaged in newspaper. A shoebox. It seems I got a stack of printer paper with Star Wars crudely written to the front.
Swag. What would you rate it on the swagometer?
I thought it was swagometer. He didn't have swag.
It's pronounced, it's swag units. You unloved piece of shit. Why? Why are you even here?
I work here.
Alive. Why are you even alive?
I don't know.
Well, let's see what else I got. Ooh, sounds like something good. Let's see. Ooh, I got an action figure of Luke Skywalker and a bobblehead of Poe Dameron. Man, look at these things. All these great things I get to put up on my shelves, and every time I look at them, I get to think of the great people at the Walt Disney Company, like Disney's CEO, Bob Iger. You want one?
I'm no.
Boom.
Oh, sorry. What would you rate that on the swagometer?
Well, given the quality of the workmanship evident in here, really good sculpting, really good paint, you know what? I just gotta do it. 10 out of 10 swag. Perfect swag. What else you got?
Well, this box is considerably smaller, but seems it's a photograph of my son
Go on.
with Disney CEO Bob Iger. He's teaching him how to ride a bike.
An essential father-son bonding moment. Guess you'll never get to get that back, can you?
I don't think I can.
No, I remember when my father first taught me how to ride a bike. What fond memories. Sorry you won't be able to share that with your son, Roberto.
Me too.
So, how many?
What?
Well, swag units. How many swag units would you rate it?
Can't get this any swag units.
Of course you can. Gotta give it something.
Like 2?
Boo! Debbie Downer over here. Well, moving on to our last box. Time. Look at this big old thing. Can't wait to see what it is. Oh, awesome! It's the Blu-ray set of the original Star Wars trilogy. Now I have an all-new way to enjoy the classic tale of the rekindling of a father and son's relationship. What's in your last box?
Well, the packaging is very strange. It seems to be their official adoption papers. Bob Iger is officially adopting my son.
Oh, it's 11, by the way.
What?
Swag units. You didn't ask me what I'd rate the Blu-ray set on the swag assessment chart.
Swag.
Swag! Now let's see what's inside the box.
Well, it's like an orange extension cord. Got more cord. Oh, it's a noose.
Swag! And what would you give it on the swagogram?
10 out of 10.
Perfect swag! Well, I think that's about all the time we have on today's episode of Super Mega Nerd Culture News. Any parting words, Roberto? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Does anyone know what's happening? Does anyone know? That's ridiculous. It can't be the Oxycontin. That was prescribed by doctors. Whatever the fuck. Good night, everyone.